Hey everyone, welcome back. This is going to be a different video today. I'm going to do my BSF update, and I'm just going to talk to you a little bit, in case you're new to the wax world, about different vendors, tats, and just some helpful advice. At least I hope it's helpful. So I'm just going to get into it, and I'm going to start off with the BSF update for you. I'm not going to go into great detail with the PMs or whatever. But we talked, and she decided to just refund me for the entire order. So she did make everything right, and I truly appreciate that, so thank you. That's pretty much it for that. Like I said, everything, I'm made whole, more than whole actually, because it was a gift card. So she did make the situation correct for me, and I really do appreciate it. So now on to some little tips and stuff. Oh, and also on that note, I removed the video because I personally didn't feel right having that up after our conversation and her making the situation correct for me. I didn't think that that was right, and I didn't feel that it was ethical on my behalf to keep that up. So I removed that video on my own will, and I just wanted to let you know that. So that being said, on to some tips and whatever. But I do know that PayPal either has a 30 or a 45-day thing where you can, say I need help and get your money back. I forget what they call it. I just drew a blank. But a PayPal claim, that's what it is. There's also an 800 number for PayPal. Just Google it if you ever have a problem. But that being said, the way the wax community has blown up these past months, year, it is kind of unrealistic to expect our products in 30 to 45 days. I know that sounds horrible, but it's true. The majority of the vendors that we love and that we order from are not ready to ship. They are custom orders. So to expect one person to make all these different blends, in most cases it is one person. Some people are lucky and have a couple, but it is truly unrealistic to think that they can make all this wax that we all want to scent our homes in 45 days. Now that being said, I'm going to say this. If you have an outstanding order and you have a good communication, like I had good communication with BSF, with any vendor that my orders long overdue that I don't have a history with of knowing they'll get me my order, I try to keep an open line of communication. I like to say, hey, how are you? Like, what's going on with my order? Could you just give me an update, please? And also, if they keep you updated and you have an open line of communication and feel safe, then by all means, you can wait. But it's your money too, so it's like a double-edged sword. If you feel comfortable with those conversations you're having with that vendor, give them the time because they're going to need it. And if you don't, then that's on a case by case. Like if you reach out to a vendor and they're not responding to you and they're ignoring you, and you've tried like PMs on Facebook, you've tried posting on their business page, you've tried actual business emails, and they're not answering you and you feel uneasy about that, then that's your decision to go ahead and file that claim. But yeah, like I said, the way it has blown up, there are very few ready-to-ship companies. The ones I can think of off the top of my head, and I am not a wax expert by any means, and I am not trying to come off as one, I'm just from my personal experiences here. The ones I can remember that are ready to ship are Front Porch, Candles from the Keeping Room, and I know there's others, but I haven't ordered from them. So those are the two major ones that you're definitely, more than likely, unless the catastrophe happens, you're going to have your order in a quick and timely manner. So the other vendors that we like to order from, like Victoria's Designer Creations, Rose Girls, Sniff My Tarts when they open, they are all custom. They take the scents you want, blend them, make them, package them, have to ship them out, and they're doing this for hundreds of people at a time. So unless you are like the first 5 people to order, I really don't think you're going to get your order in 45 days, and there is nothing wrong with that. These people are not robots. They're not machines. I get that. But like I said, I think, for example, Rose Girls, I placed an August 10th order, and I believe I was the last half that ordered, and I just found out that they weren't even supposed to accept like 50 over, and I got in there. So if they wouldn't have accepted those 50, I wouldn't have got in that order group. But what I'm saying is I'm not contacting Jenny and asking her about my order, because I know when I order from them that I'm going to have a long wait. I know that. That's just an assumption you make when you order from them, because they are so busy and popular right now. And I'm okay with that, because I've waited long periods of times with them before and have never had an issue. So it's just the way the wax world is right now. Unless it's a ready-to-ship company, you're probably going to have to wait. You're probably going to have to wait past that 45 days. You're probably going to have that leap of faith with that vendor, but keep the lines of communication open. And like I said, if they're not talking back to you, then you have recourse for those 45 or 30 days, whatever PayPal's doing right now. But that being said, I don't think I've ever had to file a PayPal claim yet. But like I said, I don't like harass the vendor. I don't want it to come across like I'm messaging them every day. Like if I have an order that's like, I don't know, 35, 40 days, and like I haven't heard nothing and I haven't seen any updates on the Facebook group pages, I'll shoot them a Facebook message and be like, how's my order coming along and all that. So that's definitely a case by case, but keep the lines of communication open, and their reputation is important. If you've heard great things and you know people are going to get their orders, you can be a little more eased, but I can't guarantee that it's one of those things. You got to go with your gut. I can't tell you how to feel, obviously. But, so now on to some other things. Just a couple little tips for you when you are making orders, because like I said, the tats are crazy long right now. And keep a journal. Like Sniff My Tarts is going to be opening shortly. And I know you can't see this whole thing because of the way I film. And we all plot our orders if we're making an order or whatever. We write down what we want and all that. So basically what I'm trying to say is I plot my orders and I write them in a journal. And I write everything down, exactly what I've ordered. So when I get the order, I can go through and be like, yep, got it. Got it all. Nothing to complain about. Or you can also print the thing out if you don't want to sit there and write it. But when I plot, I write it. So I figure, why don't just keep it this way instead of printing out on printer paper and all that. And the next thing I'm going to suggest is if it's a new vendor to you, do some research. Join their Facebook group pages, see what people are saying, and see if there's like a ton of people on there saying, where's my order? Can you give me an update? Like if you can see a bunch of questions that nobody's answering them, that might be a little warning for you that, oh, let me just sit back and see how this is going to play out with them. Also, the research. Look up YouTube. Look up a variety of YouTubers, not just the ones that have like 50,000 subscribers. Look at everybody. Look at different people. Look at different channels and see what they're saying about the wax that they received. Did it get to them in a timely manner? Was it the correct order? Was it the correct sense? How was it packaged? Was it just a blob of wax like smushed in there with like cat hair, dog hair, whatever? I mean, just do your research on like YouTube and on Facebook. And I must say that you need to be members of these Facebook group pages because different wax vendors don't have the time, being a one-person show, to sit there and go through all these messages and whatnot. So they're starting to post, hey, I'm working on Susie, Joe, Tom, and Henry's order right now. So it keeps you updated. And if you have questions, it's so much easier to just shoot them a message and be like, hey, what's going on, blah, 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 that type thing. So, I think that's pretty much just a few little tips that I do have for you if you're new to wax. And I know I'm missing like 1,000 of them. So if you guys have comments like for suggestions on being new to wax and like ordering and what to beware of, comment below and let's help each other out with this situation, because I don't know. It is just a hobby and it is just something to enjoy. So let's try to just enjoy it and let's help each other out with everything that's going on. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, if you have any suggestions, please comment and I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.